guys, Quincy and I are in the kitchen. She's getting sleepy, so she won't let me put her down. I'm going to make egg rolls, and I've already kind of started to prepare it. But what I did is simple and easy, and I'll tell you about that. But I'm going to make it two different ways. Prepared the innard for my egg roll, and then I thought I should probably make this video. But this here is only actually a bag mix. I had gotten it at Kroger on sale. It's a coleslaw mix, so I put pretty much most of the bag into my cast iron pan. I love my cast iron. This is what I'll be frying up the egg rolls in as well. Excuse me. I put just maybe about a tablespoon of bacon grease into my pan. I put a little bit of, I probably have about half a pork chop that we had cooked up on the grill. I pulled it out of the freezer and cut it up small, put that into the pan. Then I put pretty much most of the bag of coleslaw mix into the pan. Cooked it up until it was a soft consistency. Added maybe a tablespoon of soy sauce, and I had a packet of duck sauce. We don't eat out very often, and very rarely do we go to Chinese food because my husband doesn't like it, but I had one of those packets, so I threw that in there. And the mix is very good. I will grab a fork and taste a little. I do have a little bit of onion in here as well. That was good. And it's still crunchy. And pepper. Regular black pepper. I also put that in there. That really gives it a nice peppery bite too. That's really good. I have my egg roll wrappers, and I've already opened them up. But this is what I use. I get them in the produce area at Kroger, and it has directions on how to make them and different recipes. So I already have my stuff mixed up, so I don't need the recipes, but it also tells me how to wrap it. So keep watching. I'll bring you a little closer. I'm going to be cooking it two ways. One way, I'm going to fry it up in the oil in my cast iron. Another way, I'm going to put it into the air fryer, and I'll show you how to do both of those. So keep watching. Alright, when I cook in the frying pan, I have a little bit of canola oil, and I have vegetable oil. I had to run out to the dollar store because I didn't have enough oil. I thought I bought it. I guess I didn't. So I am using vegetable oil. I prefer canola oil. You can use whatever you want. Oh, now I can't even open this. Oh, there we go. You can use whatever oil you want. And what I do is I pour it into my pan, and I'm going to get that hot, and then while it's getting hot, I will be rolling my egg rolls. So as you can see, I am dumping quite a bit in there. Okay, I think that's about enough. And let me see if I can show you. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but the oil comes up to about there. Okay, so it's not a super lot. What I'll be doing is rolling the egg rolls in the mess. So, not a big deal. Okay. Let me just rearrange things and make sure that you can see everything. Okay, you can kind of see over here, right? I'm going to turn my oven on. Now, I have a gas stove. I'm going to start it off at 6 and just kind of let it warm up. I do not have a thermometer to check how hot the oil is. I just, it's hot. And I will show you a little trick that I use when I'm doing the oil and seeing when it's ready. I need a spoon. Okay, now, like I said, I use these egg roll wrappers, and I'm going to get out a few of them. put them on my tray. Now, again, let me make sure that you can see this. Okay. Don't want to really move the camera. I'm just going to kind of keep it the way it is. Now, I have an egg wash here, and I will get out. I'll be using that, and I'm just going to drop a little bit of this into my egg roll. Now, they tell you kind of how to wrap it, and I kind of follow the directions a little bit. Never really comes out perfect for me, but that's okay. That's homemade. You don't want too much because you don't want it to overflow. You don't want this big, huge egg roll. So, okay, and then I'm going to fold the flaps in. Now I'm going to use my egg wash. Just go around the sides. Okay, for some reason my camera shuts off, and I never know why it does that. But, okay, and then I'm going to take this flap. So let's put some egg over here. The egg wash is going to help everything stick together. Okay, so I'm going to bring this part right up over these, and I will bring the camera a little closer to really show you how to do this. And then I'm going to roll it and do a little bit more of the egg just to seal that piece there. I'm going to set this aside. Actually, I'll put it in my pan here. I'll set that aside. The oil is still getting hot, so I'm not going to be putting anything in there. And get the camera a little closer. Alright, so you want to put your stuffing in the middle here. And then, like I said, you don't want too much, but I don't want too little either. So, and it is kind of messy, but that's okay. I usually have my sink full of water to rinse my hands. I need to do that. I'm going to put this just kind of around here. You just want a little bit of that egg wash. I'm going to bring, and all it is just one egg. I'm going to bring the corners up here. Okay, see how it just kind of sticks? I don't even think I need any more. My oil is getting hot. Oops, sorry for moving the camera that way. And see how it's not going to be a perfect little egg roll, but there. And they taste delicious, and they're dirt cheap. That one bag of coleslaw mix cost 49 cents. Made a ton of mix for my egg rolls. Now see, that's kind of opened up a little bit. It might end up oozing out in the oil. I hope not. Okay, so I'm going to make a few more, and then I will fry them up. So hang on. Okay, the way I test the oil to see if it's hot, I just put a little bit of water on my hands. It's ready. That's super ready. I'm going to turn down my heat to like a 3 right now, and I'm going to put in my egg roll. I use tongs because I don't have a little baskety thing. I wish I did. I will put 3 in right now. I'm going to make a bunch of these. These can be frozen and pulled out whenever you want to, baked in the oven, and they'll be nice and crispy. That's another thing I like about making stuff like this. I splash a little oil on them on the top. You don't necessarily have to. I do have my radio on, so I'm going to shut that off. I love to listen to music when I'm doing anything. I love music. So let's turn these over. Whoop. There. Be careful not to touch your hot pan. And see, this one here is longer than these ones. They're going to be different shapes. That's okay. And I am going to show you these 3, and then I'm going to shut the camera off, and I'm going to make more, and then I'll bring you back to show you how to do it in the air fryer and what they're going to come out to be like. And to tell you the truth, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to come out to be like. I don't know if they'll be crispy or not because I haven't done it yet. I'm going to get some paper towel. Plate. And these will set on a paper towel. Don't they look good? And you can fry them up however you want to. Everything is already cooked in here. You're just cooking the dough, the egg roll wrapper. Like I said, I don't have a thermometer. I don't know how hot the oil is. It is really hot, so you don't want to touch it. And I do also like to wear an apron when I'm doing this because it does splatter. And be careful of your arms because the oil will splatter at times. I'm going to turn my oil up just a wee bit. It was on 3. I'm going to put it on to 4.5. When you put cool items in your oil, it does bring the temperature down just a little bit depending on how cool the item is and how much you're putting into your hot oil. That looks pretty good. I'm calling that done. See if I can get out of the oil. Drip it a little bit. There's a lot of oil. Eek. A lot of oil in there. That's why they're going to sit on a paper towel. You can use paper towel, you can use paper plates, you can use newspaper. I don't know if you can use newspaper anymore because of the ink that they use. There. And at times I will reuse my oil. I put it in the refrigerator and I just keep it in there. Okay, those 3 are done. See that? I don't know what the camera's actually seeing. Alright, there you go. I will cook up more and I'll show you in a bit. Here is the air fryer. So I'm going to put a few of these in here and we're going to see what it comes out. I have oil in here. This is canola oil and I'm just going to spray the inside of my pan here. And then I'm also going to put oil on my egg rolls. And some of these have a little bit more egg wash on them, so I'm going to be picky. And I'm just going to spray both sides. Okay, spraying both sides will help it. There. Let's put in one more. There. My hand is pretty well greased right now, so let's just do that. Okay, we have 3 in there, and I'm going to grab a towel, wipe my hands off. I'm going to put this into the air fryer. I'm going to, let's see, I could keep it on, I guess I can keep it right there, and then 16 minutes, let's go. Down in time, down, not up. Sorry for all the beeping. Let's try 5 minutes. Okay, and go. Alright, it is on 374 for 5 minutes. Let's see how this comes out. This is done. It just beeped at me. Let's take a look. It's not bad. Hot, and they look crispy. Move things over a little bit. There, and let's see. Okay, they are not sticking. I'm glad about that. This here, the bottom part isn't crispy. Yeah, see. See, that's not crispy at all. So I'm going to flip them, and I'm going to do another few minutes. Let's do 4 minutes. Alright, I'll bring it back. It is done. There, now that looks pretty good. Grab my spatula. I'm making more mix. Isn't that good? That really does look good. I'm going to let these cool, and I will try one of these, and I will try one of the other ones, the fried ones. Alright, we're going to give this a taste test. I have the air fryer ones in here, and then I actually ended up making another batch with a little bit of leftover steak. So that's what this is, but I'm going to try the pork one because they're not super hot. So this here is, and let me show you too, you get busy and you leave your stuff in to fry a little bit longer. They get a little bit darker, but they're still really good. So this one here isn't as dark, it's kind of light. This here came out of the oil. This here is from the air fryer. I mean, they look pretty much the same, don't they? Not bad. Let's cut into them. Air fryer first. Crunchy sounding. Crunchy sounding. Okay, now I am going to try the air fryer one first. It's good. It's very good. Crunchy. Cooked well. Definitely worth doing again. When I take these out of the freezer, I could put them into the air fryer and cook them up again. This one here is from the grease. Let's try it. Very good. Crunchy. Well cooked. Very tasty. Both of them are really good. Definitely worth cooking in the air fryer or in the grease. And that depends. The air fryer is, just like it says, it fries things, it cooks things with air that just rotates through the machine. Cooking with all that oil, excuse me, got a piece of carrot stuck. Cooking with all that oil isn't always healthy. People don't like to do that. I don't cook in oil very much. I don't fry foods very much. These here are, both of them taste awesome. This here has oil on them because I did spray them, but not as much as these do. So it's kind of up to you the way you want to cook them. Definitely give this recipe a try. I know it's not really a recipe necessarily, but it's simple and it's easy and it's super, super frugal. I only cooked 3 in the air fryer. I have, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 egg rolls for the price of maybe $3, because the egg roll wraps were about $2. A little bit more than $2, I think. That's not bad. Some time into it, but definitely worth it. Guys, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. And tell me if you have an air fryer and what you're doing with it.